kailabreece.
American author and law professor Eric Posner once wrote something like, "There are two versions of American exceptionalism. One, we're richer because we're better, and two, we're better because we're richer." American exceptionalism refers to the theory that the United States occupies a special seat among the nations of the world. Dorothy Ross, author of Origins of American Social Science, stated that there are three generic varieties of American exceptionalism. There's the supernaturalist explanations. These emphasize the power of God in selecting America to serve as an example for the rest of the world. There are also the genetic interpretations. These emphasize racial traits, ethnicity, or gender. And there's the environmental explanations, which emphasize natural resources, social structure, and type of political economy. American exceptionalism is very close to the idea of manifest destiny. Manifest destiny was a 19th century belief that the United States was destined to expand across the North American continent, from the Atlantic seaboard to the Pacific Ocean. It was a way to morally justify expanding conquest. Basically, might is right. Persons who are not supporters of this theory often argue that it is equivalent to nationalist propaganda. In their arguments, they often compare the U.S. to other countries that have also claimed an exceptional nature or destiny. Examples would include the British Empire, the USSR, Nazi Germany, and ancient Rome. My question to my fellow intellectuals is this: what do you think about American exceptionalism? Are we, in fact, exceptional? Is our history unique? Is our purpose one of divine guidance? Or are we just blurting out our own ignorance of foreign culture and advocating hardcore nationalism? First, let me say that I have traveled outside this country. I've traveled outside this continent. I've traveled outside this hemisphere. And I have visited both first world nations and third world nations. The United States has a lot to be proud of. Our Constitution and our moral evolution, despite opposition from orthodox religions. But we've progressed to what I consider a respectable civilization. However, we most certainly are not a nation blessed by supernatural powers. We are a nation merely in love with itself. The intellectuals of the American Revolution, such as Thomas Paine and Thomas Jefferson, arguably shaped America into a nation deeply different from its European ancestry, ultimately creating modern constitutional republicanism. But let us not forget we once supported slavery. We supported the segregation of schools in the South. We supported the annexation by force of the Hawaiian Islands and the American Southwest, formerly Mexican territory. We supported McCarthyism. We supported the poverty and sometimes ghettoization of millions of citizens, and even now. We supported the unequal quality of health care and education, and even the genocide and perpetual displacement of the Native American population. We are not that special. Nonetheless, I do feel we have the resources to help lead the world. But we must first look at ourselves through a critical lens, and not this one-dimensional Christian nation, moral authority, preemptive strike, anti-science, and our crap don't stink lens. We must first embrace and respect our neighbors before we can claim equal, let alone exceptional status. Those who are truly exceptional tend not to run around yelling it. This is kailabreece. What do you know?